Konnichiwa minasan. Hello everyone. Welcome to another episode of our hashtag Be Inspired series where we get to have a conversation with people whom I know we can all be inspired because we believe every person has a story to tell. For this episode, we have with us here today my fellow MEX teacher training scholar from the Philippines. We are currently here in Japan for the scholarship, and today we are going to learn something about her experiences and her life experiences in the Philippines. So, without further ado, let us have Ma'am Leslie. Maayong adlaw, Ma'am Leslie. Good day. How has life been lately?
Hi, sir. Konbanwa. Okay naman po ang buhay.
So thank you very much, my dear friend, for giving me this opportunity, for giving us this opportunity to get to know you more. So first question natin is, how has life been naman in Japan? Kumusta naman ang buhay-buhay sa Japan?
Of course, Japan's life is very different from the Philippines. Number one, the culture. Number two, the weather, of course. So sa culture muna tayo. In terms of culture, I was shocked because it's more quiet here in Japan compared to the Philippines. It is very loud and people greet each other in loud way. And at the same time, with the weather, so sa napuntahan ko po kasi nasa northern Japan ako, so medyo malapmig, which is very different from my area, which is from Bicol, Philippines, na napakainit naman.
Yes. So how long will you be here in Japan po ba?
Mga more than 4 months na po ako, sir, nandito sa Japan.
And how long will you be here pa?
So my program here in Japan is for 18 months or 1.5 year.
Mm-hmm.
So meron na lang po akong mga ilang natitirang buwan, pero mahabang buwan pa naman or mga ilang buwan pa para ma-enjoy yung culture ng Japan.
That's so true. Matagal pa tayo dito, so we have to enjoy every moment. So you've mentioned po that you're from Bicol. So how was life naman, like when you were a kid?
Of course, since Bicol from province, is a region, and I am from Camarines Sur, one of the provinces in Bicol. So very province life lang ang buhay, hindi katulad sa city which is very crowded and traffic jam or whatsoever.
Sige, so where did you study naman po for elementary, high school, and college? And what's like your best memory nung nag-aaral pa kayo?
Okay, so nung elementary po ako, I graduated in Nabua Central Pilot School in Nabua, Camarines Sur. So taga Nabua po ako. It is a small town in Camarines Sur, specifically in Rinconada, as we so called it, in 5th District. So mayroon kasing 5 districts ang Camarines Sur, so we are from the 5th District. So dun po sa Nabua Central Pilot School and secondary or high school. Fortunately, naging science-oriented student ako, or as we called SOC student. Kung sa iba, tinatawag siyang parang SEP or more on science and technology special classes. So sa Nabua National High School or National High School sa aming town. Then after po noon is nag-college ako sa ibang province, which is sa Albay, sa Bicol University College of Education. So hindi ko alam kung paano ako naging teacher. Maybe it's because of God's plan. So I entered as a very clueless student, pero as I go along with the course, my course is Bachelor in Secondary Education, major in Physical Science. So parang naging aware na ako na ito pala yung aking vocation or calling as being a teacher.
So what's your best memory naman po like in college?
In college, hindi po, to be honest, I am not that more study na estudyante or review. Chill lang or more on happy-go-lucky with my classmates. So enjoy lang yung aking buhay college since malayo siya sa aming province. So parang meron akong little bit of freedom.
Yes.
Parang nakakalabas-labas ka and at the same time, ma-experiencing kung ano ang another province life.
Yeah, that's so true. I totally agree with that. So, if hindi po kayo nag-teacher, ano po kaya si Ma'am Leslie ngayon kung hindi siya teacher?
Marami kasi ako, sir, na gusto, pero walang specific. Yung parang gusto mong itry lahat, pero wala kang specific na goal or direction. So, remembering those days na nag-a-apply for college,
Mhm.
So parang yung mga na-applyan ko or nagugustuhan ko noon is yung journalism,
Hmm.
broadcasting, BS Bio, BS Chem, mga ganong course. So hindi
Medyo
ko
sciences pa din.
sciences pa din.
Ah, ah.
Chemistry, biology, nursing at the same time.
Ah, sige. So how many siblings do you have naman po?
I only have one sister. Dalawa lang
Ah,
po kami.
mhm,
So yung kapatid ko is nagtatrabaho na din po ngayon. Nag-graduate din po siya sa BU, sa Bicol
mhm.
University last year.
Ay, nice. Yes. So there were only like two of you na siblings, no? So what's the
Yes
life
po.
reminder na parang palaging sinasabi sa inyo ng inyong mga magulang na kailangan ganito, kailangan ganyan, na parang naaalala niyo pa po?
Of course, like any other parents, ang paalala lang po ng aming parents is magtapos ng pag-aaral or kung hindi man pagbutihin yung pag-aaral is matapos yung pag-aaral because wala naman, hindi po kami mayaman. So, yun
Mhm.
lang po yung talagang magiging pamana ng aming parents sa amin. Kasi
Yes.
in the end, sa amin din po or kami din po ang tawag dito. Kami din ang magkakamit kung ano man ang magiging produkto ng pagtatapos ng aming pag-aaral.
Yes, that's true, ma'am. So parang as teachers, parang that's what we always remind our learners na kahit mahirap now, 'di ba, they still have to struggle because at the end of the day, it's all for them. Sila din naman yung makikinabang kung ano yung pinaghihirapan nila today.
Yes,
A
sir.
little about, yeah, a little about your love story naman ng very light, no? So can you tell us about your better half? What do you
Okay.
like most about him?
What I like most about him is very supportive on whatever I like or whatever
Mhm.
I do to my life. So before
Yes.
I had my post grad, very
Mhm.
supportive. Now I'm here in Japan, very supportive also. So
Mhm.
even though that we're far from each other, so nakasuporta siya kung ano man ang gusto ko. Siya pa yung nagsabi, sige, apply ka or ganito, ganyan. For your experience and also for your professional development.
Yes, I think that's so nice of him to support you, no, na kahit malayo and all that, he's always there to support you. That's a very good attitude that he has. Soon, maybe when I go to Bicol, I haven't been to Bicol yet, so for sure, maybe when I go to Bicol or Albay, I can meet
Mm-mm.
him. Yeah, I can visit your place, hopefully. Ayan,
Yes,
so
sir. Yes,
nakapunta,
sir.
nakapunta na ako ng Japan, pero parang marami pang lugar sa Pilipinas na hindi
Ganun
ko
din po
napuntahan.
ako.
Yeah, so soon when we go back to the Philippines, let's do that. So, why are you here in Japan naman po?
So
You
I'm
are a
here in
teacher training
Japan
scholar? Mhm.
as a scholar. I'm
Yes, opo.
MEX teacher training scholar in so specifically nandito po ako sa Hirosaki University, Hirosaki City, Aomori Prefecture. Nasa northern Japan po siya.
Yes. So like MEX teacher training scholar po tayo. So like maybe if someone is interested about the MEX teacher training scholarship program, ano po ba yung mga gagawin ng isang MEX teacher training scholar pag na-qualify po siya dito sa Japan?
So in my case, and also any other MEX teacher training scholars in Japan, for 6 months, you will be undergoing a Nihongo classes. So,
Mhm.
i-assess mo na kung saang level ka ba ng Japanese. Kung ikaw ba ay
Mhm.
sa introductory, basic, or intermediate. Pero po sa case ko, since I have no idea at all, or kung meron man yung mga basic lang na mga Nihongo words, not even a
Mhm.
phrase, so nasa introductory pa lang ako na level ng Japanese class. So at the same time, I'm also connected or here inside the lab of my supervisors. Siya po yung
Mhm.
mag-guide sa aking research. So
Mhm.
after nung aking 6 months na Japanese, magkakaroon naman po ako ng 1 year na research. Pero meron din po mga other opportunities or other mga experiences that you can have here. Like you can enroll in culture classes, ano pa ba,
Mhm.
mga cooking classes that tackles mga Japanese food. You can also attend JICA activities. Yun po ay kung ikaw ay papasamahin ng supervisor mo or ikaw ay
Mhm.
encourage niya na sumama and at the same time, mga other trips or cultural experiences.
Yes, for sure, ma'am. No, madami pa tayong mga gagawin in the future. In my case din, ni Hongo is very muzukashi like what we all say, di ba? Because before going here, I was like, oh, chill lang. Kasi yun naman yung reason na pupunta ako sa Japan for 6 months and then research after. So parang hindi ako masyadong nag-prepare, nag-study. Kasi medyo busy din sa preparation. So, onaji. Pero at least we're
Yes.
somehow done na, diba, sa ating Nihongo class. Pero sabi nga nila, dandan jozo ni narimas. Slowly lang, hindi perfect pero slowly. Okay, so how was the application like naman po, ma'am? Like maybe if someone is interested to apply in the future, parang ano po yung mga process, like mga pagdadaanan somehow?
Okay. So sa process po, if you are interested to be a teacher training scholar or any scholar under the Japanese government, just visit. Nag-promote na. So visit po yung kanilang Facebook page. Meron din pong website ng Embassy of Japan in the Philippines. So maraming program or mga scholarship programs offered ng Japanese government to Filipinos who are willing to be in Japan to be a scholar. So sa application, you need first, as a teacher training, you need first to be 5 years already in teaching. So meron din po siyang age limit which is up to 35 years old only. And the other things, mga documents needed to prepare, nandun po sa kanilang website. Kasi you need to read it carefully kasi baka meron in-update for every year na noong last year ay meron, ngayong year wala na, or noong last year wala, ngayong year ay meron na. So you need to read it carefully and at the same time follow the instruction of whatever it is in the Facebook page or website of the embassy. Kasi kailangan po nasusunod mo kasi of course, it's an application of a prestigious scholarship. You need to show that you can read and comprehend whatever it is.
That's so true, ma'am. I totally agree with that one. So after po ng application, ma'am, is yung interview, di po ba? No?
Yes po, merong. So after application, so dun sa application, sa tingin ko ito yung pagsala ng papel. Kung saan tinitingnan nila if your papers are qualified or magaganda ba yung mga present mo na yung mga qualification. After that, if you're qualified, sa second screening, you will undergo some interview and at the same time, meron ding English proficiency test.
Yes.
And Nihongo test.
Yes, oo. Naalala ko yung Nihongo test natin, muzukashi hanggang ngayon, pero choto muzukashi. So hopefully, ayan. Also, and then after that, after a few months, you'll be notified kung qualified ka or not. And then also yung host university natin dito sa Japan na makakakita na natin or kung saang university ba tayo ma-assign. So is it your first time traveling abroad po ba, Ma'am Leslie, or no?
Yes, sir. So sa akin, first time traveling abroad. I never been to another country before. So Japan is my first. And of course, definitely not the last. So
Agree.
since it's my first time, meron lang mga parang nabigla. Not in a bad way, pero good way na it makes me widen my perspective and widen my horizon. Kasi noon kung sa Pilipinas lang, nalilimit lang kung ano yung meron ako or ideya ko. But when I go out, na nandito na ako sa Japan, there are things that, ganito pala, or that makes me more understand everything or something.
So the first time po na nag-land kayo sa Japan na, nang lumabas na kayo ng airport, ano po yung feeling?
Yung feeling.
Or
So
yung
recalling,
realization ninyo?
alam mo, so recalling that time, syempre, unang-una Japan, aware ako na hindi sila ganon kagaling sa English. Kung meron mga nag-i-English is yung mga in line sa trabaho nila na kailangan mag-English o kaya naman yung mga talagang nasa universities. So aware ako kung hindi sila ganun kagaling mag-English kaya parang meron sa aking takot or parang paano to? Anong gagawin ko? Paano ako makikipag-communicate, i-address yung problema ko if ever meron? So ganun po. Sabi nga nung mga colleagues ko, nung nalaman na pupunta ako ng Japan, excited ka ba? Sabi ko, excited pero more on kinakabahan.
Yes.
Kasi syempre, my first time at the same time sa Japan, non-English speaking country sila compared sa Pilipinas.
Ayan. So how do you handle homesickness po ba? We've been here for about 4 months na. So how do you handle, homesickness and all that na nami-miss natin yung mga pagkain Pinoy?
Yan. So, in terms of sa mga family members or friends, every Saturday ata nakakapag-video call ako sa family ko in the Philippines. So, I'm very happy and lucky tayo ngayon kasi meron ng technology, hindi katulad noon na
True.
magme-mail ka pa or tatawag ka pa in a long
Mhm.
distance. Pero ngayon meron na tayong technology. So yung ginagawa ko po, and at the same time, kung may mga nami-miss man akong pagkain, kasi malayo ako dito ko sa Northern Japan, mahirap maghanap ng Filipino food.
Mhm.
So tinatry ko na lang yung best ko na magluto, though may mga
Mhm.
ingredients na mahirap hanapin. Siguro
Yes.
yung mga dalas kong naluluto lang is sinigang, lumpia ako,
Yes.
adobo, yung mga
Aha.
madaling mga ingredients.
Ako hindi pa ako nakapagsinigang. Parang palagi na lang parang paulit-ulit na lang pero soon I
Ano
will
ba
try.
sir ang lagi mong nilulutong paulit-ulit?
Adobo lang kasi medyo matagal siya. Medyo long yung shelf life. So hopefully soon kasi baka ayain tayo na magdala ng Filipino food. So kailangan I have to prepare.
Yes sir.
Okay, so about learning Nihongo naman po, before going to Japan, ano yung mga notions ninyo about the Nihongo language?
Okay, so kung may makakakita man ito, I will just clarify na before po pumunta dito sa Japan, nag-take na ako ng Nihongo class. Kasi nasa postgrad namin, kailangan pong mag-take ng foreign language. E nung time na yon, naka-online siya because of pandemic-related thing. So, hindi ko masyado na-grasp yung mga lesson, pero napakagaling po nung teacher. The problem is with me kasi mahirap para sa akin intindihin talaga. It's a new language, of course. So, nahirapan ako. So, yung pagpunta ko dito sa Japan with the Nihongo class naman dito, parang hindi ko masyadong na-apply yung natutunan ko before papunta dito. Pero as the classes go from first month to 4 months, parang nare-recall ko, ito yung tinuro ni Sir before nung nasa Pilipinas ako.
Yes.
So, merong realization na gano'n.
Yes, ma'am. So ano po ba yung malaking pagkakaiba ng Nihongo sa English or sa ating language sa Pinas?
Ano po ba? Number one, yung the way it is written. Kasi kung sa Pilipinas, parang more English pattern siya, alphabet. Sa Japan, meron silang own way of writing their words, their sentences, or kung ano man po. Meron silang hiragana, katakana, and kanji. And at the same time, the way their sentences is arranged, yung order, blank, 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 then verb at the last. Ano pa ba? Yung intonation, how the words are pronounced. Pag meron kang na ibang salita, pag pronounce ang salita, iba na po yung magiging pakahulugan niya.
Yes, that's so true. Siguro talaga for me din, Ma'am Leslie, yung alphabet talaga nila, especially yung kanji, ang very challenging na part.
Yes, sir. Kasi Chinese pattern siya, iba't iba siyang pakahulugan. Para lang siyang pictograph.
Totoo. So during your first few weeks or months naman po, so how were you able to navigate naman the language barrier?
Napakahirap, sir, kasi mag-order ka sa restaurant or kung saang food place ka kakain or bibili ka sa grocery, effort kang mag-English, pero hindi naman nila naiintindihan. So, ang ginagawa ko is nag-Google Translate ako. Tapos, pinapakita ko na lang yung cellphone ko para mabasa nila yung Japanese translation.
Yes.
Ganun yung ginagawa ko, sir.
Ganyan yung ginagawa ko. So, pero hanggang ngayon din naman somehow, meron pa talaga tayong mga words na hindi naiintindihan. Pero somehow we can express ourselves kahit hindi tama yung grammar. Importante na iintindihan nila tayo. I think slowly but surely. Ayan naman po. So for sure, hindi lang all the time studies yung ginagawa ninyo dito, Ma'am Leslie. Di ba? Nag-i-enjoy din tayo sa live.
Yes, sir.
Di ba? Agree tayo dyan. Dapat
Agree
enjoy may
tayo
balance. May balance. So what places have you been to in Japan na so far and what's your favorite?
Okay. So in my 4 months, wala pa akong maraming napuntahan. Since pumunta tayo dito, autumn na, tapos madaling nag-winter dito sa area namin, parang nakakatamad lumabas kasi kalawan ko talaga yung lamig. So wala akong masyadong napupuntahan. Yung city lang namin. Then when we went to Nagoya and Gifu noong New Year, yun pa lang po talaga.
Yes.
Honestly, wala pang masyado. And for kung anong favorite, hindi ko masabi kung ano yung favorite ko. It's the experience. So for me, I cannot weigh it kasi nung kasama ko kayo during the the New Year's celebration, I
Yes.
enjoyed it a lot kasi nakaka-relate tayo sa isa't isa, mga Pinoy
True.
tayo, yung humor natin ay
Mhm.
konektado. Pero nung nagta-travel naman kami with Dean Hirosaki,
Uh-huh.
na-enjoy ko din siya kasi meron akong mga nami-meet na mga
Mhm.
other race. Mga
Yes.
iba't ibang tao galing sa iba't ibang bansa na kung
Mhm.
saan natututo din naman ako ng mga kung anong kultura nila.
That's so true. Na-mention po ninyo kanina, yung parang, yung mga Japanese people kasi when they speak very slow, at tayo naman sa Pilipinas, medyo malakas. Yan din yung parang in-adjust ko nung una. Like, kahit sumasakay ka sa bus, di ba, you have to speak slowly. Kahit
Yes,
nag-uusap
sir.
ka sa ibang mga kaklase mo, parang sabi nila na minsan medyo malakas. So, slowly naman na-adjust natin yon. And no, you mentioned earlier po na first time po ninyong mag-abroad. So, for sure, first time din po ninyong ma-experience yung snow. So, can you tell us
Yes,
about your
sir.
first time na ma-experience ang snow?
Yan isa pa. Parang iba yung experience ko kasi syempre ang mga Pinoy pag sinabi mong snow, sabik sila sa snow kasi it's a thing talaga na kailangan ma-experience kasi wala namang snow sa Pilipinas.
Mhm.
So pero ako, in my experience, gusto ko lang maging honest, hindi ako ganun na-excite sa snow.
Mhm.
Noong unang pagpatak ng snow, parang ano lang siya, normal lang sa akin. Para kasing
Mhm.
iniisip ko, yung lamig, yung lamig na after this, yung paligid, more on snow
Mhm.
na. So yun
Mhm.
yung iniisip ko, which is parang hindi ko na-enjoy yung unang snow dito.
Ah,
Pero I'm starting to adjust para
mhm.
ma-experience ko naman na ma-enjoy yung snow.
Yes, sure. Nakagawa na po ba kayo ng snow angel at ng snowman?
Yun nga, sir, hindi pa ako nakagawa. Pero sa university, maraming mga estudyanteng gumagawa ng mga
Mhm.
snowman.
Yes.
Mga
Nakagawa
cute
na
nga
po ng
sila.
snowman, pero yung snow angel dapat gawin natin yan. In the future, may time pa tayo, may isa
Oo,
pang
may isa
winter.
pa tayong winter dito, sir.
Yes, so ilalaban natin yan. At saka sa snow, una lang masaya, like kung hindi mo pa na-experience yung snow, excited ka, pero like after a day or two, pagod ka na kasi mahirap lumabas.
Mahirap lumabas, madulas, napaka-hassle. Kailangan mo
Yeah.
mag-ingat kasi pag nadulas ka, napaka-embarrassing. Though wala naman talagang pakialam yung mga Hapon or yung mga ibang tao pag nakita ka.
Mhm.
Though sa sarili mo lang nakakahiya na, ay nadulas
Mm.
ako, ganito, ganyan.
Yes. So how about your favorite, favorite food or mga pagkain na try na ninyo dito sa Japan na feeling ninyo masarap or the best somehow?
Siguro po I can choose ramen as number one kasi halos may time na gabi-gabi ramen na lang yung
Ah!
kinakain ko sa labas kasi tamad na
Hmm.
tamad po ako magluto kasi sobrang lamig dun sa loob ng
Hmm.
apartment. So sabi ko, since malamig naman, para
Hmm.
ma-warm naman yung
Yes.
aking tiyan,
Mhm.
is mag-ramen na lang ako sa labas. Maraming ramen store or shop po dito palibot sa university which is mura lang
Mhm.
naman para sa mga estudyante. So
Yes.
ramen.
Ramen. Same din sa akin siguro. And I think ang good thing po siguro sa ramen nila dito, ma'am, kasi like every prefecture has a different style ng ramen. So,
Yes,
yung
sir.
two ramen is the same when you go to another prefecture, it tastes different. So, yan, ramen din siguro yung favorite ko. So, ano pa po ba yung food na gusto nyong itry in the future na hindi nyo pa na-try this time?
Dito sa Japan, marami pa. Marami pa. Pero surprisingly, nagustuhan ko po yung food ng Japan. It's very, very delicious for me. So, hindi ko pa na-try is okonomiyaki.
Mm.
What else?
Sushi.
Sushi, nakatry na tayo ng
Ah,
sushi. So,
ah,
surprisingly, I like it. Kasi yung sushi na try ko sa Pilipinas, hindi ko
mm,
po gusto. Pero yung authentic na nandito,
yes.
nagustuhan ko po.
So, about the places that you are looking forward to visiting here in Japan?
Yeah, mga place, siguro po Hiroshima.
Yes.
Kasi,
Oo.
of course, very iconic po siya.
Mhm.
Kilalang kilala yung Hiroshima because of what
Mhm.
happened during World War. And at the same time, parang siyang science center ng
Mhm.
Japan.
Ah,
Yung
yes.
mga sikat na puntahan, Kyoto,
Mhm.
Osaka, at
Mhm.
mga ibang prefectures pa.
Yes. So sa Hiroshima ando naman si Ma'am Revo, so pupuntahan natin, 'di ba? In the future or babalikan natin.
Mm.
Yan. So how about po the Japanese people? How do you think they see the Philippines and what are their impressions about the Philippines po na naririnig ninyo minsan pag sinabi ninyong Pilipino kayo?
Okay, so hindi ko po alam sa ibang area or sa area nyo or ibang university or prefecture sa Japan. But I will speak on behalf of the place or the area kung saan po ako. So, pag sinabi mong Pilipinas, to the Japanese, ang naisip lagi nila is Cebu.
Yes, yes.
Surprisingly, Cebu. So, pag tinanong mo sila, anong lugar sa Pilipinas ang alam mo? Cebu lang ata ang na-identify nila. So, marami ding Japanese nung nagpunta ko ng Cebu noon. Siguro sikat to sa kanila kasi isang tourist spot or tourist destination. So, kung ano man ang doon sa second question, kung ano man ang impression ng Japanese sa mga Filipinos, wala pa akong na-encounter na sobrang aware kung ano ang bansa natin or kung ano ang mga Pinoy. So, parang hindi siya masyadong sikat sa mga Japanese dito sa area namin. So, ang ginagawa ko na lang is nagiging tourism officer ako. Ako na mismo ang nag-encourage sa kanila. Pero ang sinasabi ko, don't go to the city. I will be honest with you. Cities are very crowded and there's a lot of traffic. So you need to visit the provinces because what we offer is, since we are an island nation, more of beach activities. So go to Boracay, Palawan, to Siargao. And at the same time, I'm also sharing kung saan lugar ako galing. You know what? We have the perfect cone volcano in the whole world.
Yes. True. Parang sa akin din po, yan yung pinapanla. Kasi a week ago, I had this presentation sa isang high school. So, kung yung Japan, meron silang Mount Fuji, yung ipinantapat ko doon sa kabila, yung ating yung ating volcano. So, may panlaban din tayo, di ba? I haven't been there, so I really have to in the future. So, we've been here in Japan na po for about 4 months. So, what are the things that you miss about the Philippines?
What I miss about the Philippines? Of course, number one is our family, our friends, the real friends that we have. Aside from that is the food.
Yes.
Kasi syempre, may mga panahon na umay ka na din sa pagkain ng Japanese. So, namimiss mo yung pagkain sa Pilipinas. Pag nag-scroll ka sa FB, marami ka nakakikita ng mga Pinoy ideas na ulam. So, parang namimiss yun. Ano pa ba? Ikaw, sir, ano mo namimiss?
Siguro sa akin naman yung vibe ng Philippines. Kasi sa atin, very noisy tayo, di ba? Very bubbly and all that, very alive. Pero dito, like when you go to the classroom, sa offices, very silent sila. So siguro yun din yung parang nakakamiss somehow.
Yung vibe, yung environment.
So another one po, so what makes you proud being a Filipino or like living here in Japan? What makes you proud being Pinoy?
For me, being a Filipino, we are very, very easy to assimilate culture. Madali tayong maka-adjust sa kultura kung saan magandang katangian yun. Kasi kahit saan mo nilagay ang Pinoy, kung saan yung ibang bansa, iba't ibang bansa, madali tayong maka-adjust, madali tayong maka-adapt sa ugali man, sa kultura or environment ng ibang bansa. So, adapting in the culture of that country means we respect the culture and at the same time, we know how to adjust.
Yeah.
Yun po yung siguro yung what makes me proud.
Yeah, I totally agree with that one. At saka parang in my case din, na-shock ako na even yung sa province ko dito na where I am at, parang madaming Pinoy. Like in the whole of Japan, there are about 300,000 Filipinos and about 700 dito yung sa prefecture ko. Sabi ko, ay, Filipinos are everywhere talaga. Diba? Masasaka lang. And they are very helpful naman po ba for sure na experience ninyo na they are very helpful. I mean, they are willing to extend a helping hand sa ating mga nagsisimula pa lang dito sa Japan.
Sa akin, sa university, wala ang ibang Pilipino. Ako lang Pinay dito. Dito naman po sa area namin, sa city, parang meron, pero hindi ko pa, syempre meron naman talaga. Hindi ko pa na-meet.
Yes. Kasi malamig mahirap lumabas. Kasi winter pa. Pero for sure, soon you'll get to meet them. So I think we are down to our last question, but maybe po, I think before that, maybe if someone is like interested in applying for the next teacher training program, what would you want to tell them para ma-inspire din sila to be one of us, to be like us?
Oh, nice. So if ever who is interested to be a Mex Teachers Training Scholar, what can I say to them is you're not only going to study in Japan for research. At the same time, you are going to have more cultural experiences, more cultural opportunities na mas makikilala mo pa kung ano ang Japan. At makikilala mo pa hindi lang yung Japan, kundi yung sarili mo. It's an opportunity for you to discover yourself more in
Mm.
order for you to understand more of yourself.
That's so true. That's very nice talaga, Ma'am Leslie. Ano, parang yan din yung na-feel ko. Like, you know, when you travel abroad, it makes you not just appreciate the country that you're visiting, but also your country. Kasi somehow you compare and you get to
Yes.
discover yourself. Ay, kaya ko palang mag-abroad. Kahit first time kong mag-abroad, kaya ko pala. At kahit malamig pala yung snow, kinaya ko naman, di ba? We have that notion, ay, malamig, baka hindi ko kaya and all that. Pero
Yes,
hindi.
sir.
So we are down to the last question.
Mhm.
Yeah, but before that, medyo fast talk ng very light, di ba? So, what's your nickname po?
Les or Lele?
Ayan. How about your childhood crush?
Childhood crush, artista, wala naman siguro. Wala.
Pero who comes to mind? Like, childhood crush? Wala or
Childhood
past?
crush. Mga bata kasi, mga artista lang naman ang mga crush niyan. Or yung mga kalaro noong panahon. Kung kalaro, wala naman. Di ba?
Yes.
Or kung crush naman sa artista, siguro
Yes.
ano na lang, si Joshua Garcia.
Okay.
Pero hindi siya childhood kasi nung bata pa ako, hindi naman siya
Yes.
artista noon. Siguro sa ngayon,
Pero everyone parang very famous sa ano. So if you have 1 billion yen, dito tayo sa Japan, tapos may 1 billion yen ka, ano yung gagawin mo sa 1 billion yen?
I-invest ko po siya, sir, or ita-time deposit ko, or ilalagay ko sa crypto para dumami pa lalo.
Diba? Okay, sige. So what makes you happy, Ma'am Leslie?
Happy? Money. Hindi, joke lang.
Yeah, Naji.
Unang Diyos. What makes me happy? Maraming factor or marami rin namang definition kung ano yung happy. Siguro po, the experience, the family, of course, money na rin.
Yes.
I will not be hypocrite to say na hindi money, pero of course, money.
Part yun, yes. Sige, so sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Yes, okay. Little Mermaid or Snow White?
Snow White kasi natulog lang. Naghintay ng prince, halikan siya.
I like that.
Diba? Naghintay lang siya na halikan. Si Little Mermaid naman, gustong magapa para habulin yung kanyang prince. So parang, Little Mermaid na lang.
Yes, kasi palaban si Little Mermaid. Sige. Gusto ko yan. Hindi ko naisip yan, ha?
Si Little, explanation lang. Si Little Mermaid kasi, do gusto niya magkapa para mahabol yung prinsipe niya or yung love of her life. Hindi ko na lang inisip na more of love life ang inisip ni Little Mermaid. Inisip ko na lang, gusto niya magkapa para matupad yung pangarap niya.
I like that explanation. Perfect. Beauty or brains?
Brains.
Yes, so place to visit. Place you want to visit with your family?
In Japan or kahit saan?
Kahit saan.
I personally want to visit European countries with my family, pero Takay.
Hopefully soon in the future, ilaban natin yan. Okay.
And sa lugar niyo po, sir, I want to go to Iloilo.
Yes, for sure. We visit each other's place soon, pag-uwi natin. Okay, city or province? Where do you want to live?
To live or?
Pero live siguro, oo. Province.
Visit na lang tayo, South City.
That's so true. I like that. Okay, sinigang or ramen?
Well, hirap niya, sir. Sinigang o ramen.
Anong pareho kasi, no? Pero...
Para mo lang tinanong nung unang panahon ng turmoil. Saan ka ba? Bayan o kalaban? Bayan
pero
o kalaban?
for now lang. For now, subject to change.
Sinigang na lang. Sinigang.
Sige. Math or English or science? Tatlo.
English. Wag mo na isama muna yung science.
Yes. Okay,
Pahinga muna tayo sa science.
Yes. Okay. And then ako, for me din, mahirap yung math for me. Numbers are very hard for me. So English din. Okay. Read a book or watch TV? Watch TV.
Hindi ako mahilig ng manood ng TV. Simula nung nag-college ako, kasi walang
Mm.
TV sa boarding house noon.
Mm.
So, read a book.
Oh, iba din. Last one. What's your motto in life? Yung parang palagi mong nire-remind sa self mo na
Yan,
ganito.
meron ako. Pero naka-Filipino. Nasa Filipino
Yes.
language.
No worries.
Lagi kong sinasabi na kung kaya ng iba, kaya ko rin.
Yes, I like that.
Yan po yung aking motto.
Kasi minsan, not all the time naman yung motivation natin is very high. So, it's really nice na nagre-remind tayo na sa self natin ng mga bagay-bagay. So, lastly po, baka may gusto kayong i-greet, i-shout out?
Shout out.
Yes, take it
Shout
away.
out. Wala naman. Shout out sa mga nanonood, mga followers ni Sir Raymond. Sana po marami kayong natutunan ng mga insights sa mga series na ginagawa ni Sir Raymond.
Arigato gozaimasu. And then sa akin naman, Ma'am Leslie, after talking to you today, parang yan lang yung palagi ko ding sinasabi minsan na akala ng iba, especially siguro ng mga Filipinos na nasa Pilipinas, like living abroad, 'di ba? Living abroad is very hard. It's not as easy as na parang akala nagpapala ka lang ng pera and all that. So yan, living abroad is not easy. It's very challenging. But hands off, ano ba yung word natin? Parang hands off tayo sa mga, or parang saludo tayo sa mga OFWs for
Yes,
providing para sa family. So, pahirit ulit na isang question. What's your realization living abroad? Last na lang yan. And
yun po. Actually, same with you. Parang I realized na napakahirap pala ng mga ginagawa ng mga OFW, mga overseas Filipino workers. Kasi tayo nga mga scholars, mga estudyante, hindi tayo nagtatrabaho pero nahihirapan. Paano pa kaya sila, which nagtatrabaho sila? At malayo sila sa kanilang mga pamilya. And at the same time, parang konting negative. Parang we cannot get away in comparing our country to the country kung saan tayo. Parang minsan naisip ko, may pag-asa pa ba?
Yeah, same question din. Parang malayo pa tayo.
Malayo pa.
Diba? Parang marami pang kailangan gagawin para mag-improve tayo. Pero we can just hope, I guess. And do our part.
Kahit naisip ko yung negative na kaya pa ba or paano na Pilipinas, pero nagiging siyang motivation na tulungan ko in my own way ang sarili kong bayan.
That's so true. Like, we do the things na makakaya natin to help our students, to inspire them to thrive or to do more to achieve their dreams. Siguro yan din yung sa akin. So, I think that's all for me. Maraming salamat. Arigato gozaimasu.
Salamat.
I really enjoyed our conversation today. Thank you very much and see you soon.
Maraming salamat, Sir Raymond.